I want to start with the Trump trade agreements, the Trump trade situations, because first of all, just to talk about the news, Trump has agreed and Canada, they put out a joint agreement that they have a new trade deal. This is another one of the things that Trump ran on his campaign was he said NAFTA was a terrible, terrible deal for the United States. He talked about Bill Clinton and NAFTA and how no president has really done something about it. So this is another one of his campaign promises that he really came through on. We don't know the exact deal yet. It hasn't been out what exactly the deal is. But what I want to talk about, because you could read all sorts of boring news, AP, Reuters, although they are sometimes left-leaning as well, and just read the straight situation, although they'll probably twist that like they do everything. But what I want to talk about, what people are missing, and I specifically want to get through to people who don't like Trump, because you don't have to. I say this all the time because I really mean it. I don't care if people like or dislike Trump, but just because you hate somebody doesn't mean you have to like freak out and think everything that they do is bad, because it's just not true. And one of the amazing things about Trump, even if you're his worst critic, is he's a very, very good businessman. He's a very, very good deal maker. He wrote the book Art of the Deal, and he's a highly ambitious person who has been talking about this stuff for decades. So before President Trump got into office, he was on Oprah, Larry King. He was talking about how the United States has terrible deals, not just NAFTA, but all over the world. We don't have good deals. And if you really look at it and you really listen to what Trump's been saying since 1980, you can see what he's talking about. And if you've ever managed anything, like managed yourself or managed a company or do business in any sort of way, it's hard to really disagree with what he's talking about, because even in the 80s, before maybe NAFTA was launched into orbit, so to speak, he was saying our deals are bad because our military is protecting multiple nations and they're not giving us anything for it. That's like you having a full security team at an office 24/7 for 20 years, yet they give you $0 for having the most powerful security team on the planet. So it makes total sense to me. It's like, even if you don't like Trump, how do you not understand that? Why would we have... It's great that we have our military everywhere, but in a deal, we have a lot of leverage. And Trump's known this for 20, 30 years, where other politicians, I don't know, they might have been very good speakers and very, very well spoken to the public, but, excuse me, I don't ever think they really tried to facilitate the greatest deals. And I mean, some of them I think were sold out. Some of them were total puppets of pharmacy industries, Monsanto, military industrial complex, even foreign countries potentially. So, they had conflicting interests / maybe not enough power to do it. Where Trump has his own money, Trump didn't take anyone's money specifically to get to office. So he has full range to do whatever he wants. And he knows this, that we don't have good deals, not just NAFTA, everywhere in the world. And people want to work with us. People want to do trade with us. People want our military. Everybody wants our military to either, one, protect them, or two, not attack them. We have the strongest and scariest military on the planet. So anybody with like even slight business sense understands, why would you have all this leverage? Why would you have all this power, all of this military and trade, and not really do anything with it? Do all these lopsided deals where you're giving them like billions of dollars in free service, and they're not giving you any money in return when they're making billions of dollars. It's providing the greatest service in the world to countries who are just stacking up billions, and they're not even giving you a penny. So Trump got into office, did exactly what he said he was going to do. We'll have to see what this deal is, because of course, it might not be what everybody wants to do, but I can almost guarantee you that it's a way better deal than NAFTA. And Trump, maybe says things that off-put people, like, whoa, I can't believe he said that. But you have to understand, in a business meeting, we are the United States of America. We're the strongest and probably scariest country on the planet for multiple reasons. We're very strong and scary. Justin Trudeau, he's a really nice guy. I would love to chill with Justin Trudeau and, maybe like listen to like 70s rock music and just vibe out. Like, I think Justin Trudeau's a really nice guy. But in a trade deal, it's not about being nice. It's not about being like weak and saying how much you love all people. But, I do too. I guarantee you, Trump and Trudeau, I mean, you got to think that Trump is, outside of the media, really handling it for the United States. And the New Mexico president likes Trump and gets along with him. Trump is the art of the deal. He's doing what he said he was going to do when it comes to trade, and it's a long time overdue. This is why the media annoys me so much, because I don't care. Here's where people get it screwed. I don't care that you critique Trump. I don't care that you don't like Trump. I don't care that you hate him, that you never want to vote for him and you think he's terrible. That's fine. But when you lie about everything, it's like, well, Trump does this, so I'm going to do this, and he likes this, so I'm going to do this. You become a fool. And that's why I like Trump so much more than people like that, because it's not that he's like the perfect Jesus Christ figure coming down on humanity, but it's like the dude is very, very good at loving America. I've never seen a president who actually likes America and actually seems like he's really fighting for us. Like Trump only sleeps 3 or 4 hours. He wants better deals. He wants bigger military. He wants bigger borders. He's not doing it because he's like racist and sexist, like, oh, I hate people. He's doing it because he loves this country. He doesn't want us to be giving a service in Japan that's $1 billion service, a security service, and getting nothing in return. So he's not being mean. He's not saying we're taking the military. He's not starting a war. The media lies to you, the American media, like he says, the enemy of the people. It's not even that they're just hating on him. You could hate on him, that's fine. They're skewing reality in the fakest way. We're not pulling out and saying we're never going to protect your country, we're going to start a world war. Trump's not saying that. He's doing the opposite. He's saying, we have this, we're going to keep it there, but I'm going to get the deal. That's what you do in deal making. It's not a nice process where you're like, oh, here, take all my stuff and do nothing. That's how you get ripped off, and that's how the United States has gotten ripped off for decades. And Trump is like, we have this, we have this, we have this, haha, firm handshake, let's get to the table. We're going to get this deal done. And when you do that, you have more leverage. If I have 100, 200 million views, 300 million views, and a company comes to me and says, hey, Anomaly, can we sign you for free? And I'm like, yeah, for sure, because I'm so nice. That's foolish. If I said, they're like, here, we want $10,000 or $15,000, and we get 80%, the way you work leverage is say, well, listen, I have this, I have this, I have this. I don't need your $10,000. I don't need your $15,000. So you got to give me a higher percentage or I'm not doing the deal. That's leverage. And when it comes to the United States, we have so much leverage. We have the biggest military, some of the best trades, one of the best economies, so much stuff we have that people want. Why would you not use that in leverage? And I don't know that anyone's ever even tried. Since NAFTA was put out there, no one's tried to renegotiate. Trump, whether you love him or hate him, Trump loves the United States of America. He wants bigger borders so outside forces cannot harm us, Americans. If you live here, you're one of us too. Better trade deals, bigger military, because even if you're a peace activist like I am, you have to understand the world is a cold place and you have to be strong. You can't be weak and assume that no one's going to take advantage of you. China and Russia and radical Islam in multiple countries would love to destroy America for sure. So we have to have a strong military. Borders are good. They're okay. They're not racist. I actually watched a clip, I'm going to share it later, of Colbert. When Trump was running for president, he was on the Colbert Show, and Stephen Colbert's like, I love you, man. Everyone loves the borders, and the crowd goes wild. Trump says, yeah, I'm going to build a wall, and the crowd's going wild on Colbert Report. They deleted it off their website, tried to delete it off the internet. It's like, it's not a big deal. There's nothing, right? It's like, do you want a gate on your house, or do you want to just leave the door open? It's like, I'll take a gate. I'll take 2 gates, 3 gates, 5 gates. To be honest, as long as it doesn't block the sun, stack it up. I don't really care. It's nothing racial about it. It's like, I hope Mexico builds a big wall on their south border, and Israel has a wall, and I hope Germany, Berlin Wall. I don't want to say Germany because then people are like, what? You don't like the Berlin Wall? You get what I'm saying, though. Overall, though, we'll see what this trade deal has to do with Canada and Mexico. I guarantee it's a better deal. And this is, even if you hate Trump, this is one of the best aspects of Trump is he's an ambitious businessman deal maker who is going to fight for America to get more money, more power, which will in turn help you. It will, even if you don't care about it. And it's great to see that. And especially the fact that he doesn't have this agenda of like, well, I got to do what Monsanto does. I got to do what the military-industrial complex does. They're mad at him every turn. They're like, why did you do that in Syria, bro? We told you to keep trying to kill Assad. And Trump's like, bruh, I'm not trying to kill Assad. Like, that's not what I'm trying to do. He doesn't really listen to anyone, and it's dope. Stop hating. The next